man. Yeah. Really, now you can do it at this point, man.
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Alabama's offense will get the first swing of the game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bama.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Russell. Got his man quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, going to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So Mississippi State's offense will go to work for the first time today. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got it in the middle, it's Harrell. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker running.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Dances away. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. It's a seam wide open. Ripped off a huge shot play on now as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
Snapped it in the shotgun. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! They grab the early lead. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll run the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it set up on the outside. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Meadows. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Dropping back, it's Russell. Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. They get home, and down goes the quarterback for the big loss, and now even a field goal's in jeopardy. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass. It's Croman Hope. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB in trying to fit that line in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown time! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Trucks through the defender. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to throw. It's Croman Hope using the quick game. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Got his man downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Gain of 19 on the play.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set.
To the air on 1st down. Back open in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They're going to run it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
It's complete to the left. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Flips it out in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harper. absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harrell. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off of it, this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nevada. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They'll go with a direct snap. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Russell. Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself. First down and more. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Buys a little extra time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Going over the top. Makes the grab inside the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Here comes the heat. Working that left side now. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Still running at the 40. It's a running room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Pulls it, fired, complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Off the play fake on first down. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting it.
Oh, he's got some space.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Off the boot, looking for his man. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Adams.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He'll get a... Down stopped at the 31-yard line.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Completes it in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Wide receiver going in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard. High level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, The defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical third down.
He'll pull it down and run. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the fourth down, and it's decision time for this offense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes a grab, pass to Marker. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That defensive front was a stone wall on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Coleman Hope. Hauls it in. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Mississippi State going up tempo.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Hatcher. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
The short hands. It's Harrell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down run.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Got his man on the right. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got out of trouble and throws.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They are up by just one over Nevada.
The give out of the gun.
Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Gets it past the marker. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Timeout. By the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Receiver on the move gets the touchdown. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Might be looking to run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Fires downfield. The short hands, it's Edwards. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. 1st and 10 for the offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
He's brought down at the 6th, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play. 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the same.
A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Defense playing a bail technique. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. He steps out of bounds, stops the clock after a short pickup of 7, and it's getting dire in terms of the clock.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To throw, it's Croman Hope. Caught, close to the marker, it's James. He's got the first down and gets out of bounds. 22 ticks remain.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. He's out of bounds after picking up 8 yards, but they've got a lot of work to do late. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Now, I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to